Hi friends, it's Jackie with the Blessed Daisy Budgets, and we are here for some savings challenges. So let's go ahead and get started because I have some new items I wanted to show you. We have 100 tonight, so it's 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 65, 75, 80, 81, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 91, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 100. I did bring a lot of ones because it is a struggle when you run out of change. Okay, we have the $2 that we had for a long time and the $3 we added, so we have a total of 5 that we have just in case we need it. So the YouTube monetization, guys, we have 1550 for subscribers. Yay, thank you very much. And I am going to go ahead and color that in, even though, like we all know, the subscriber count can go up and down, and you never know, but we're going to go ahead and color that in. And then we had 1322 for watch hours, so that means we can color in another one of these because this is 1320. So I'm going to go ahead and get those colored in. Okay, that means we're going to be putting in $6 because these are 5 and that is 1. Put back 4. I'm going to put back 14 and grab that 20. And then on our watch hours party, we had completed everything on our list at the time, and I went back and started watching for a second round Trina and Lacey over at Blue Kiwi. I just finished Lacey's a little while earlier, and so now I've started Dice Budgets and Saves Morgan. She's watched my playlist, so I am returning the favor and watching hers. If you do not see your name on here or in the description and you would like to party with me, I know it kind of sounded creepy and bad. I'm so sorry. It sounded bad. If you would like to do the watch hours party with me, I'll watch your playlist, you watch mine, and we help each other out. Just let me know. I'm more than happy to do so. All right, I'm going to put that aside and get myself under control. All right, this first one is from Tanya over at Tanya's Budget Chaotic Life. It is the last one we are working on for Palace Pets, and we were rolling the dice. Guys, let's just pick one. Let's just go with this one right here. Oh gosh, it's $3. I say that because you know what that means. It means I have to, well, I don't have to, but you know I'm going to scratch off another one. All right, let's do this one right here. Oh, crap. In my mind, I was thinking, as long as it's not a 15, and it is a 15. Oh, man. Yikes. Well, we are definitely stopping there for tonight. That is 18 total. I'm going to put back 2, and I'll take a 10 and a... Oh, wait. I'll take 2 10s. I tried to get out of saving the full amount. Apparently it's going to be one of those nights, guys. All right, I need to grab my game board because the next thing we have here is the collaboration. I'll just take this out. This is a collaboration between Jan at Country Girl Budgets, myself here at the Blessed Daisy Budgets, Karen at Let It Be Budgets, Lauren at Miss L. Thomas, Beth at Cat Lady Budgets, and Peggy Waltz Creations at Peggy W. And we are, let me mark these so I know to color those in later. We are just rolling a D6, and did I? Oh, guys, look. I actually remembered to, let me get some stuff out of the way here. I did actually remember to mark where we left off. That is amazing because I usually forget. All right, we're rolling the D6. We're just gonna roll it right here. It's 5. So 1, 2, well, no, we're gonna skip the ones that we already crossed off. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and that is 5. So we'll go again. It's 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is 2. That is 7. I think we're gonna stop for right now because we put quite a bit into that first one, and I want to make sure that we have enough to put some stickers on. It's all about the stickers with me, I'll tell you what. So 5, 6, 7. This is such a cute little collaboration. And Jan over at Country Girl was the one who created the challenge. And we would love it if you would save with us and play along. It is not too late. You don't have to feel like you needed to start at the same time that we did. You can find it over in Jan's KoFi. And it's just so stinking cute. I'm one of those people that I will save for, well, any holiday, any time of the year. Just because I have a Halloween challenge, I don't feel the need to have it finished by Halloween. I might be doing a Halloween challenge in February. I'm just one of those weird people that it doesn't matter to me what time of year it is. If I like the challenge, I'm gonna do it. It doesn't matter. All right, this next one, this comes from my friend Candy over at Stuff and Budget. It is raining cats and dogs. It's been raining cash the last couple of times because we've been rolling high numbers. Oh boy, guys. Hey, remember when I was so proud of myself because I remembered to mark where I left off? I don't know where I left off. So we're just gonna roll, and it's a 2. I think I left off here, which means we're gonna scratch this off. And guys, that means that we get to finish this one tonight. Okay, what are you? You are a cat. Okay, so cats, we are rolling a D12. And I almost grabbed the D20. We don't need that. $8. Okay, $8. I will put back 2, grab a 10. All right, guys, let's see what this saved us. All right, so 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, $111. Are you kidding me? I never would have guessed that it saved us that much. I'm putting back 2 5s and I'm trading for a 10. Oh my gosh, guys. Let's count that in. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 111. That is awesome. Okay, so 111. And we will just put that aside. Ding, ding, ding. I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to finish that tonight or not. That's awesome. Okay. Here we are for the stickers that I'm so crazy about. This is a challenge from Mario over at Budgets and Chaos. It's foam funding. It's going to take us a while because the total saved is going to be 571 unless we decide to add more stickers. We're not going to do that until it's time, though, to finish it, if we still want to add more, but because we're going to be doing this for a while. So we are rolling the color dot die. It's green, which is going to be $5. Oh gosh, I don't know if we have... Hang on a second, let me... You know what, let's stop there for tonight. I really want to do more, but we kind of got hit pretty hard that first challenge there. We can always come back, guys. That's just the thing. We can always come back. So let's go ahead and stop for now. Let's not forget to put our money in. Okay, because I know that this next one has some high numbers as well. This one is from Dina over at Budgeting by Dina US, and so cute. She sent this to me. We've already completed this 45, and now we're working on the 85 side. So, what do we have left? We have 5, 10, 30, and a bunch of ones. I'm not going to count them all. I think I'm going to skip my next challenge. Let's see what we get. I'm not going to roll the dice. We're just going to go with this one. It's 10. Okay, but we know that they're... Let's do this one on this side. Oh boy, it's 14. Okay, so that's 24. Okay, and we don't have any ones in here, so we're going to be doing 5, 10, 15, 21, 2, 3, 4. We already decided we were skipping the next one. It's one of my new challenges, Hagrid's Pumpkin Farm, where they are magically grown. So we can at least go through and decide what we're going to be doing when we scratch off. Let's roll a D6 if we scratch off Hagrid. For his lantern, let's save 5. Okay, for his umbrella or his wand, okay, we're gonna... Do we want to just roll a D8, or it landed on 5? Let's roll a D8 for that, and then let's roll to see. It's a 6 if we scratch off a pumpkin. Ooh, that one is going to be a doozy, probably. So when we scratch these off, that's what we're going to save, but then there's also numbers that add up to 40. Denominations are 5 through 9. So we will probably roll a D6 and decide how to, or where to go from there. All right, this next one is one that I created called Blowing Bubbles. And we are going to scratch one off. 6, I think we ended up here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it is a garlic, which is to roll a D6. And that is $4. Let's go to the back and see what else we can do. Okay, we can color in one of these, so that will be, they are $1 each, so that will be 5. And let's roll for that, and it's going to be $2. Okay, that's 7. Let's put our money in. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, and we will take those 2 5s. We might come back. We're just going to leave this out because we have this last one that we are just getting started on. It's another one that I created, available in our KoFi, the sunflowers and skellies. It is you get the A6 and A5 versions with dashboards. Okay, so we had the trucks as $5 each. The sunflowers, we were gonna roll a D3 plus 2. Only, do you think I can find a D3 die? I thought I had one, but I can't find one, so we're just gonna roll a D4 for that and a D6 for these little frames with sunflowers. So let's go ahead and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 25. Let's take care of the D6 since they are the unknowns. 6 is our first one. Okay, so that should leave us with 19. 3, that leaves us with 16. 4, okay, that leaves us with 12. 5, that leaves us with 7. Oops, and that's a 4. Okay, which leaves us with 3, but we are going to double check our math here. So we have 9, 13, 17, and 22. So 1, 2, should be 3. 1, 18, 19, 20, 1, and 2. Guys, so we don't have the bulk. I'm gonna put that 20 over there and take a $20 bill and put it in here. Which leaves us with $3, which we can do another broccoli. Okay. That is it for our money tonight, but I did tell you I wanted to show you some things. Hope you don't mind. Let's go ahead and, pardon my reach here, I'm going to put that away. Okay, where do we start? Okay guys, we're gonna show some things really quick. I'm gonna go through them kind of fast so it doesn't take up a lot of time. A lot of these that I'm gonna show you, I did originally when I first started YouTube as giveaways. I've gone back and just kind of revamped them. But I had a bunch of them with different denominations, higher to lower. And I just brought back a few of them for now. But if you see something and you want a higher budget or lower budget, you can always reach out and ask me if I have something like that available in these. So the first one we have is the hot chocolate. I have Save 80, denominations are 3 through 10. And This one I'm playing around with the stickers, but we're going to go ahead and go with the big stickers that cover up the entire cup of hot chocolate. And on the back, you have make a hot chocolate. So you would just determine, you know, the different values you would like for the cup, the chocolate, marshmallows, the whipped cream, sprinkles, chocolate chips, and candy cane. So we have that one. And we have this one, ugly Christmas sweaters. I decided not to cover up the sweaters, and even though it says ugly, I do think that there are some of these that are really cute. But save 85, 1 through 10, and on the back of it, you have some ugly sweaters, or cute, however you want to look at them. But for me, I'll just take the gift card. Anyway, that's like with most of my challenges, it is color and save, roll and save, or a combination of both. I did not put those instructions on the back. I think I'm going to go back and update that. Most people do know, you know, you just use it however you want to use it, whatever works for your budget. But I do like maybe to have the instructions on there just in case somebody is new to budgeting and would like them. And then Let's Get Lit. We have save 65 plus. The denominations are 2 through 9, and those are for the scratch offs. There are 12 total, 6 different colors, and there are 7 in each line of light bulbs. The directions are roll a color dot die to determine the color. If you don't have a color dot die, it's fine. You can just roll a dice, and there's 6 of them, so you can just, if you roll a 3, go to yellow down here, 1, 2, 3. Or you don't even need to use the dice if you don't want to, as far as telling you where to go. You can just decide on your own. But let's just say, for instance, you roll the dice and it lands on blue. You go to the line of blue. You can either choose to scratch something off, or you can roll the dice and put the amount here. And you can choose to roll 1, 2, 3 dice, D12, D20, your choice. The back of that one is just some Christmas trees, little Christmas lights in a frame, and then the light bulbs themselves. Again, color and save, roll and save, combination of both, you decide. This one I did a little different. On the front, I did ornament knockout, and it is save 100. There are no scratch offs, but you can see that the denominations are 1 through 5. Again, you can follow the directions here. Get 2 dice. You designate 1 here for horizontal and 1 for vertical, and you roll the 2 dice, and then you go to where they intersect and save that amount of money, or you just do it however you want. You roll a 3 and a 6, you go to the 3 and 6. If it's already crossed out, then you just go here to the 3 and the 6 and save that one instead. So with this, I usually do a scratch off on the front and then a roll and save, color and save, combination of both on the back. So on this one, the back, I went ahead and just did a scratch off. Save 65, 1 through 10. Those are all the ones that I did, like I said, a couple of years ago as giveaways. I have revamped them. And again, I have ones that are higher budget if you're interested, or you just do them however you want. If you were to get this one for 65 and you wanted a higher budget, you could say, all right, I will scratch one off and roll the dice and add it to it or times it. It really just depends on how you want to do these. This one I did, again, a little different. It is Come We Fly. I did this one back in October, actually the end of September for October, because it was going to be for breast cancer awareness. and I did it kind of like a game. So the Come We Fly is just a nod back to Hocus Pocus. That's what Winifred says to her sisters when they are getting on their brooms. You just would roll the dice, go around the board, and if you land on a wild, you could use that wild to save any amount you want, or you could scratch off one of these numbers here. So these numbers, the total for all of these is 100. And that includes these scratch-offs as well. The scratch-offs are denominations 1 through 7. So if you just went and saved all these numbers, I believe it's going to add up to 100. Now I'm doubting because it doesn't look, I mean, I guess it would. Anyway, I'm pretty sure it would. I don't want to sit here. I'm trying to save time, so I don't want to sit here and add them all up. But I also had a $70 version, and I sent a bunch out in some giveaway Happy Mails. On the back, we have just kept it really simple. You have some butterflies that you can do color and save, the ones that you can do roll and save, and then some brooms that you can decide how you want to do it. And then this one, guys, this one I did, I did this one about a month ago, and it's Litters Full. And please tell me you know what the reference is, because I showed my husband, I was like laughing like a little schoolgirl, and he's like, Litters full. I don't see a litter box. I don't get it. And I'm like, you were kidding me. Come on. It's Christmas Vacation. I'm like, that's Eddie out, only he doesn't say litters full. He says another word. Of course, I didn't say it because we don't use curse words around here, but I'm like, you don't remember that? He's like, no. So we're definitely going to watch the movie again. But when I turned it over, he did laugh. And so on the back, we have Don't Hog the Nog. He thought that was hilarious. And I'm like, these are all from the movie. And he's like, no, I guess we'll have to watch the movie again. So anyway, Don't Hog the Nog. And we have the moose glasses that they use for the eggnog. And then the tree that Clark cuts down. Looks great. Little full, lot of sap. And then of course the saucer sled that he uses to go sailing down the hillside. And so then I had to have a quote from Eddie on here. I don't know if I should go sailing down no hill. Nothing between the ground and my brains but a piece of government plastic. Anyway, I thought these were great, just like throwbacks to the movie. One of my favorites far as a Christmas movie. But on this side, I forgot to show you that it's a Save 50 Plus. Denominations are 3 through 9. And you also have this little hat that if you uncover it, you determine what you want it to be. And then when you uncover it, you save that amount. So I just need to get those into Etsy. This is the one I really wanted to show you. I miss Saturday morning cartoons. I really do. I actually miss them. Do you guys remember getting a big bowl of cereal and, well, first off, I never needed an alarm on Saturday mornings. I needed one to get up for school. My mom would come in and wake us up several times, and just sometimes it was just terrible to get us out of bed for school. But they never had to wake us up for Saturday morning cartoons. We were up. We were on it. Anyway, I thought, let's save the Saturdays for 2026. And let's do it with a throwback to some Saturday morning cartoons. So here we have, guys, you can hear my cat. She's going crazy in here, jumping in and out of empty boxes, and she's acting like a bozo. She's so cute, though. Anyway, so save the Saturdays, and when you, I'll just read this to you. So remember watching Saturday morning cartoons with a big bowl of cereal? I do. Grab your cereal if you want. Sit down to save with some nostalgic throwbacks. Every month has a different cartoon that I have fond memories of. There's way too many to choose from, so I'll be coming out with additional or future versions of this. And it was, guys, I had so much trouble trying to narrow it down to the ones that I picked for this binder. I had such a long list of cartoons that I remembered from me watching them. These are more like ones that I watched in the 70s and 80s when I was, you know, a little kid and growing up. Of course, some of these are from like the 60s or even older than that, but these are ones that I watched from the, you know, 70s and 80s. But I also watch cartoons with my oldest son, like Powerpuff Girls and stuff like that. So I'll be coming out with like a 90s version and stuff like that. Anyway, you save $8.41. If you save all of the Saturdays in 2026, it'll be $8.41. But you notice I have a plus here. So you save the amount corresponding with the Saturday date for a total of $8.41, and save even more with additional savings on the back of each month, plus a game on the back cover. I added the game on the back cover because I had to have that one in addition to the ones that I have in here. So we have, our very first one is going to be Scooby-Doo for January. You have the 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st. But guys, I also created, you have your envelope back here for your money. And I also created a, this is just, I guess kind of like a placeholder, but it's also, it's double-sided. So you can either use Garfield or Scooby and the Gang. So we're going to use Scooby, but it's a placeholder. And here's my thought process behind this. I thought might be a little bit harder for me to come up with, say, $31 in one go with all that I'm saving in all of my other challenges. So if I were to save the $3 here, but then I also saved an additional $10, so $13 total, I could just put the $10 bill in here and then write 10 on one of these cheeseburgers. That way, when I come here, maybe I can save 15 on this day. I can add another 5, write a 5 in here, so I've got 15 extra. I'm putting my $3 and my $10 back in my cash envelope. When I save the 17, maybe I add another $5 to that. So then I have $20 built up. I save my, say I save 25 here. So then I have $21. And then when I get to here, I've got my $21. I only need $10 to save the 31 because I add what's in this envelope to this and then add it to the total month savings. You may not need anything like that. I may not end up using it, but I thought, might be nice just to have it, just in case. But on the inside of this little envelope, I have Scooby and the Gang here. And then if you're prefer Garfield, then when you save with that, you write on the little donuts. And when you open it up, you see Garfield on that side. Okay, so we also have on the back of every month, we have additional savings. We have 15 icons on each one of these, on the back of each one of these. On this one, it's going to be Scooby's dog tag. And down here, you just decide what you want to save per icon, or you can roll the dice. It depends on how you want to use it. Or if you want to use it at all, maybe you just want to save the Saturdays, the $8.41, and that's it. For February, we put Tom and Jerry because they love to hate each other. And so you have the 7th, 14th, 21, and the 21st and 28th. On the front side, I put where Tom and Jerry are friends and they get along. And then on the back, I put Tom and Jerry, the bestest frenemies. So here's where they're maybe not getting along so well. But you have your additional icons back here if you want to save more. For March, we have the Flintstones, 7, 14, 21, and 28. They're in their living room as a group, that both families, and they're watching Saturday morning cartoons. On the back, you have your additional savings. For April, we have the Jetsons, 4, 11, 18, and 25. And then on the back, we have where you have the little spaceships. And of course, George is dropping the Astro off, probably at the dog park. And Judy and Elroy are probably going to school. But we know Jane's probably going to go dress shopping because she is taking George's money. May, we have DuckTales. Uncle Scrooge is all about his treasure, his money, and so he is trying to grab the treasure. I threw some diamonds or some gems on there for the dates 2, 9, so the 2nd, the 9th, 16th, 23rd, and 30th. And on the back, I just kept it simple with the dollar signs because he's blowing a dollar sign out of his pipe. For June, we have the real Ghostbusters. And I just put in the ghost traps. I added little ghosts to them. I thought that was cute. So you have the 6th, the 13th, 20th, and 27th. And on the back, you just have the gang with Slimer and then just some icons of slime to save. July, we have the Smurfs. 4th, 11th, 18th, and 25th. And on the back, I have 2 of them that are like this instead of having to go like this. 2 of them that are designed like this. 15 Smurfs on the back. You decide if you want to roll the dice or if you just want to save a certain amount per Smurf. You have August Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. With pizzas, of course, for the dates, you have the 1st, 8th, 15th, 22nd, and 29th. And on the back, you just have the guys right here coming out of the sewer, Cowabunga dude, and you've got more pizzas to save. September, you have Looney Tunes, and guys, there are so many Looney Tunes. I would love to have put like all of them on here, but that's just impossible. There's so many. But we have the 5th, the 12th, the 19th, and 26th of September. And then on the back, we have That's Not All, folks. I put not in there because it isn't all. We have some additional savings if you would like. I know I'm going through these pretty fast, but I want to keep the time down so that this video isn't like so long. And then one of my favorites, again, I have so many favorites, the Thundercats. And so we have Lion-O and Chitara, Tigra, Pantera, Wily Kit and Wily Cat. I didn't get them on here. I really kind of went back and forth with some graphics, and I chose this one instead. But we have the 3rd, 10th, 17th, 24th, and 31st. And on the back, we just have Lion-O with his sword, and then I just put the Thundercat emblem here for the additional savings. And we have Garfield for November, and I chose November for Garfield because he is all about the food, and November is the month of the Great Feast, Thanksgiving. The Great Feast. Oh my gosh. Anyway, you have, sorry guys, my heater kicked on here in the garage. So you have Garfield with his lasagna, and then you have little pieces of lasagna marking the dates, the 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. And so on the back, this is the only other one that I have that is going to be designed like this, just to flip down. And that is Garfield in the living room. Look at the smile on his face. I'm like, that guy, he is definitely dreaming about food. So I put a dream bubble up here with all these different kinds of food. There's 15 of them. You decide how you want to save on that. For December, we have Inspector Gadget. And we have the 5th, the 12th, 19th, and 26th. On the back of this one, I did not go true to nostalgia because I didn't go all the way back to basically when I was watching these as a young adult or a child. I went with the kind of the newer graphics on the back. I really liked them, and so I decided to use it. I was going to go just like full throwback and nostalgia, but it doesn't change the fact that Inspector Gadget was one of the cartoons that I watched. So I used this one, and we have 15 icons of the magnifying glass. And so here is the envelope, like I said, for the money. I did not make these into envelopes. And on the back cover, we have Super Friends. I could not have the Super Friends. I remember watching all of these Super Friends in various different cartoons, whether it was just Aquaman by himself, or Superman, or them all together, Batman and Robin, Wonder Woman. Do you all remember Wonder Woman flying in her invisible plane? Do you guys remember the twins? And yeah, I couldn't not have this, so I decided to make it into a game on the back cover so that you could do extra savings if you want. Nothing's higher than a 3 on here. So for instance, back 2 spaces and add 1, you go back 2 spaces and you add 1 and it's a 3. So I didn't go back and say double or triple it to where you have to save $5 or $10. But you do have some roll the dice here. And so you have a D6 plus 1, D6 plus 2, D6 plus 1, and then a couple of D6. Again, this is, you do this however you want to do it. I also put, when you pass start, you save $1. We do these out however we want. We play the games and we modify the rules to fit our budgets. That's how we do it. These are just basically suggestions. And then on the back cover, we have to be continued, because we're going to come out with some more of these. Anyway, guys, that is what I have for you. I just wanted to quick show you. I am really struggling with what to price this at. These are not cheap to make, and so I'm wondering if I should do a digital download and then offer for me to go ahead and put this together as a book as an option, or just do it as a book. I haven't really decided yet. So it's probably going to be at least another week or so. But guys, if you are interested in anything that you've seen, you don't see it in Etsy, you feel free to reach out to me, no problem. And if you're interested in it, I can make it happen. Even if there's not a listing, I can create something really quick for you. It's not an issue. I've done that for many people before. So same thing if you see, because I've sent out a bunch of Happy Mail, and I sent out a lot of scratch off challenges with flowers, and I think I did about 10 different versions of those flowers, and I didn't list any of them in Etsy. It was right before we stopped filming last year, and I didn't have time really to keep up with Etsy or anything, so I never listed them. It's another reason we never did really get this listed. I certainly had plenty of time to get this listed as far as into Etsy, but here's where I struggle again. They cost so much to make that I hate to list them for such a high price, but if you guys are interested in any of them, just reach out and we can discuss it. You see anything that you like that somebody else has, like one of my flower challenges or anything like that, it's not in Etsy, reach out to me and we can definitely get you taken care of. But that's what I have for you guys. I really appreciate it that you guys are here and watching and supporting. Thank you so much. I appreciate all of my subscribers. You're here watching and you're not yet a subscriber, I appreciate you as well. I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and just join us here, become a little member of this channel. That would be great. It doesn't cost you anything. If you do subscribe, please also hit that bell notification so YouTube will let you know anytime we upload another video. If you like this video, hit that like button. Let me know that you did. And until next time, I hope you're having the best day ever. Bye.